So hey there, gang. Welcome back to the Tavern. Welcome back to Abhaile Untold, the place where quiet stories go to be heard, where the small moments and the quiet voices yearn to be heard, and through the help of our wonderful players and their beautiful characters, we will do exactly that over the course of this campaign, or at least we hope to. But first, hey, quiet voices demand louder merch. And if you want to pick up some awesome swag and support the coolest little podcast around, you can begin in a gift shop. It is the place to be, where you can check out the link for that in the spell description below and grab a bunch of awesome Abhaile merch. And we've even got some Quiet Voices stuff up on there. You can also find, when you're down there in our spell description below, you can find runes for our Discord circle of communications, where you can join the community and be a part of our little world. Well, but seriously, guys, thanks for sticking with us through 3 parts of this heavy, deep, and at times bumbling mess of a story. Hopefully this installment isn't your introduction to Quiet Voices, and if so, baby, what is you doing? There are 2 whole other parts to get you caught up, and you really need to. But for real, we are super glad that you all are here enjoying this heavy story with us. But for anyone concerned, you can find a list of all the topics and issues discussed in this session tonight down in the spell description. The goal, as always, is to entertain, not harm. So, once again, welcome to Abhaile Untold, where tonight, quiet voices grow bolder. And we will roll the intro, and I'm going to kill a fly. No shit, I did
murder.
it. I did it.
Nice. Fly murder.
It feels so good.
They built grand towers we bought with blood, and always grew. It started with song, sorrowful, comforting. It turned to a chant, voiceful and driving. When they came for the crown, we started to scream back. No, quiet voices won't back down.
To say that things have been tense around the Aenstrian Empire of late would be a bit of an understatement. Depending on who you speak to on the situation, the Novanarchy is going to say that things have been on a bit of an upswing since the day of division, almost 3 months past. Dissent is down all across the Empire, even amongst the famously crime-ridden marches on the edges of order, like Selny Arian and Burkan. But the quiet voices, the ones being smothered and silenced by the weight of order, they would likely tell a different story. One of outspoken critics suddenly complacent, of agitators gone missing, and any order that exists has been fabricated, mandated, and forced into place. A lid poorly and precariously placed atop a pressure cooker. And the quiet voices, every day they grow louder, bolder, closer to song than whisper. These past few months have witnessed the Novanarchy's attention shift drastically away from the division, towards what they might call business as usual. The Empire's newly constructed capital city of Isnova sits, a jewel of marble and gold, far inland, splitting the distance between Aenstria and Port Rose. The hurt, the loss, the mourning of her people not even posing a tertiary layer of thought as they set out towards establishing their new center of power. But within that center of power, a counterpoint spins, as Elowynn plucks the strings and conducts agents with orchestral precision, and elsewhere around the Empire, and even beyond, others rise up to continue the work of Sundeth Aramakar and his Truth Seekers, while the Novenarchy battles in silent ways to defeat the truth and stop its spread. But everywhere, quiet voices are learning, adapting, evolving, and changing. Quiet voices learn to sing, as progress is approaching measurable amounts. The Truth Seekers built momentum quickly, and it bled dry in a single, exhaustive effort with the division. And you all know that that was an effort that ultimately failed. And while the Truth Seekers did technically remain true to their name, the truth they did bring to light was not one that they had searched for or intended to find. Aenstria is an egg that no external force can crack. Kinetic force alone was never going to be enough. But buried deep inside the Novenarchy itself, Adeli's centripetal force is always in motion, orbiting, threatening to smother them from the outside in, a worm's hole in an apple, a quiet rot. And so, we return to a section of that rot on the fringes, where a group of petals dance amidst a whirlwind of change. We return to Rizan Heights, where hours ago, a winery was burgled. We return to you all. A group of 3 adventurers hiding out in a quaint little alehouse. Quaint at first. For the first couple of hours of your time here were quiet or quite eventful, depending on who you are. Tam, your morning hours have been spent on watchful alert as you search for any sign of a threat from outside or within. Still unsure entirely of your new companions, but growing on you a little bit, and still less than sure about Bethany, this random tavern keeper that found you all amidst the streets and felt like involving herself. But she seems fairly true to her word, and after bringing you all out a series of leftover stews from the night before and a couple mugs of ale or water for Eutaxia, she quietly retreated to the kitchen and set about making bread that you could quickly tell by your olfactory senses was indeed happening. It's been a couple hours. It's coming up on 6 o'clock in the morning as daylight is breaking, and activity out in the heights is properly coming to a daylight bustle as you see youths walking generally in one direction towards the edge of town, making their way out towards the Sultan's Institute for Bards or the Infinium, where wizards go to learn. Rizan Heights is, after all, a college town. But there are, at this point now, Tam, a few people in the alehouse with you. A couple of men that are approaching their middle years. Look like they're workers or laborers of some type, quietly tuck into a loaf of bread and a bowl of breakfast porridge. And then a midwife or some type of lady that carries with her the tools of a doctor or a physician, perhaps, as well as also tucking into a breakfast quietly. Everyone in here is sitting apart from each other, and there's little or no conversation at all. So I will return it to you all.
During the long rest, the short rest we had, I will have used my Song of Rest ability where she's just going to do a quick little performance with her with a tambourine she has on her, and everyone gets back 6 hit points on top of what you already did.
Oh yeah, everybody loves hearing a tambourine first thing in the morning. Like, that is a fact.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's one of those tambourines where it's like, it's almost more melodic than a tambourine.
Yeah.
Not
an annoying tambourine.
It's an acoustic tambourine.
Yeah. Like, there's an actual rhythm? What? What's happening?
I'm just going to sit here and have a stroke for a couple seconds about the phrase an acoustic tambourine and just...
Yeah, you figure out what that is.
Oh, God, I think it's just a tambourine.
I'm terrified to hear what an electric tambourine sounds like. Yeah. While you do that, Eutaxia is like sitting, listening. She's thinking about what happened at the house, where she heard the rain, and it didn't seem like her companion were hearing. And she is just like hearing it a little bit. And I think that's blue sapphire flower that was left on her ear. I think she's just like looking at it and just like going over its petals.
And
what she thinks.
It is a piece of marvel to behold. It is beautifully intricate in its design, showing a very delicate flower blossom of blue sapphire. And oddly enough, it's not polished on any of its surfaces. It's rough, as if it formed naturally in that manner. It is quite interesting. But if you wouldn't mind, roll me a religion check real quick.
Roll me a religion. Okay. That's a 13. Once again.
Hell yeah. I mean, she's not been a...
I've been away from the church for a little bit.
Yeah, and she's not been a cleric her whole life, so, she's getting started. That's not bad, though. You definitely know that the thunder... It wasn't an unwelcome feeling. And I think with a 13, I think Aenstria has always had a very close relationship with the ocean. Even before the times when we discovered our neighbors in the Moanwi and the Borealans, The Aenstrians have always been a maritime nation. And in this moment of retrospection and trying to... Because the cadence to the thunder was unnatural as well. And as you think back on it in that moment, you can remember hearing thunder, but not the cadence, not what it sounded like in the moment, not the rhythm to it or the tone. Was it deep, rumbly thunder, or was it very high up and fragile sounding? It's impossible to remember, like it is purposefully eluding you. And it kind of, there's a playfulness to it almost. And it leads you to believe that possibly that Dragonborn you fought was maybe beholden to another of the Pantheon. Possibly to Nimbus, who is the storm god that you are. That is quite, we'll say, definitely a second place to Corellia in the Aenstrians' hearts and minds when it comes to worship.
Okay. Yeah, she almost, seeing its unpolished nature, she almost like wants to like polish it, like as much as she can, just to keep it all in one order-like fashion.
Gotcha. Do you by any chance have jeweler's tools or skill with that?
No, I don't.
Fair enough. You're able to find a clean piece of cloth, though. Do you want to roll me a dexterity check?
I will absolutely roll a dexterity check. That's a 10.
10. Not bad. Let's see. 10 is good. I wanted to roll a d20 just to make sure of something. Cool. It didn't break. That's a good thing.
She's almost like using this as like her form of morning worship.
I gotcha. Yeah, you're able to. It's actually, you're very careful with it, but potentially might have used just a tiny little bit too much force, but it is resilient and sturdier than you imagined. For looking so delicate, it can take quite a bit of force, and you're able to get it polished up. Not enough to like change the geometry of it.
Oh yeah, no, that's not what I was trying to do anyway.
I gotcha. I just try to be a little because with polishing in gemstones, there are two different ways you can look at it. You can look at it as in like, I'm going to clean this up, or then there's polishing where you're removing material to reshape and just keeping it nice and pristine. Gotcha. Okay. And after a little bit, Bethany will come out from the back with a large warm loaf of, looks like a sourdough, and she will set that down on the table in front of you guys with a little pat of butter, and says, well, it's been lovely having you all here with me. You all can stay as long as you like, but I think now that sun's up, you guys are probably safe to go about your business, or lack of business, whatever it is. Don't pretend to know or have any interest, so
thank you for...
Anne is definitely ready to go as soon as it is.
So...
Elowynn hungrily tears into the bread. And
I feel like Tam's just like
Yeah.
Tam's my cat at the door at any moment.
I would like to be let out now.
Enjoy some bread and a little bit of ale, but she's definitely trying to keep her wits about her and ready to move because they have a bag full of dragon scales that they stole.
Same.
Oh, yeah.
Eutaxia will take like a healthy bit of bread, and tell Bethany, thank you for, letting us stay in your alehouse in the meantime. If there's ever anything that we can do to pay you back, just let us know.
She holds out a hand and puts it on top of yours and says, all things in balance, love. No.
All things in balance. Okay. And yeah, she'll take.
Before Elowynn leaves, she will put like 2 gold on the table.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Tam's gonna leave a little bit of gold for her as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. She will nod her head and gently collect the coins, slide them into her hand. You didn't have to, but I do appreciate it. Best be on with you.
Appreciate you helping me.
Of course. Always.
And Eutaxia will stand up, take her bread to go.
Absolutely. I mean, but yeah, you guys depart and head out into the streets once more. Will you all make me a group stealth check? I think one more ought to do it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I wish I could give myself the help action. That would be lovely.
Oh no to what I rolled. My cat ran away from me.
Oh, okay. That's much. I mean, it's still unfortunate, but.
That's the worst.
Yeah, you said no?
15.
Oh, yeah. 16 and. What was Eutaxia's? I'm sorry, Blair?
Oh, I haven't done hers
gotcha,
yet.
gotcha.
That's an 11.
11. Awesome.
I wish I
think-
could give myself the help action.
Oh, you're good. I think with those rolls, you guys are good as you guys make your way towards the safe house. I know Tam is paranoid as all get out. Tam, will you make me a perception check?
Not paranoid, just healthy concern.
I was gonna see if you wanted a guidance on that, but
Guidance
I'm
in the
good.
middle of the street might be a little risky if we're trying to be on the incognito, but hey, that's just me thinking. Don't ever take my advice. I'm just a voice.
Was it like got speaking and I didn't know what guidance entailed.
no, it's just a touch spell.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's verbal and somatic.
It,
Never
it,
mind.
it can be a little I'm a little more persnickety about it in our main campaign, and that is just only because people really like to spam it, and I get it. It's really good.
I just like to be helpful. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's what it's for. My personal beef with guidance is just for what I like to call the well, there's 2 types of checks in D&D, in my opinion. There are player-initiated checks and DM-initiated checks. And a player-initiated check is way easier to guidance than a DM-initiated check, because DM-initiated checks are generally reactionary to something in the environment, which your party doesn't know that you're looking at a crack in the wall. I try to not be too much of an asshole about it, but it's a balancing act for sure.
Yeah, I just like to ask. Sometimes it's better to ask than just assume.
Absolutely, because assuming makes an ass out of you and me. But
hey, it's actually you and me.
It's you and me.
You and me? What? Didn't you say the same thing?
Because technically, when you add ing,
Yeah.
it makes Ming.
And this was also a bit in a recent episode of a show called Amazing Digital Circus, too.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. But with a 19, Tam, I've somehow made my game controller be my fidget spinner for tonight.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thank God you guys don't have to listen to me talk a lot tonight, because we did the intro to episode 3 last time. So we can just kind of start back up where we were at. So just kind of to remind everybody where we were at. You guys had just left the ale house. I think it was the blue striped ass ale house. I don't remember what the sign was out front.
Yeah,
I think that's what that was.
You'd had Tam roll a perception check. I think it was like a 19.
It was a 19. And so, yeah, you guys are making your way through the early morning streets of Rizana Heights. These streets are a little bit more humble than your average Empire city. These streets are wide, comfortable dirt streets, no cobbled stones, no pavers or tiles. Gives it a little bit more of a rustic vibe to it, although the people that you see walking to and fro out at this early hour are appear to be, for the most part, young adults, college-age students, making their way towards the institutions on the edges of town, as well as young folks making their way to shops and to labor in the trades that they've chosen. If anybody wants to, on top of Tam's perception check, maybe a little bit of an insight check, just on the vibe of the town as it's waking up, you're more than welcome.
Yeah. I will. Absolutely.
Oh god, that's the wrong dice.
Well, the first one's a 24, but I get advantage.
Oh.
25 for me.
Hell yeah, Elowynn.
I'm gonna stick with that 24.
24 sounds good. Good rolls from both of you ladies. This is a quite a excuse me. This is quite a young town, and quite a recent town. You guys have Elowynn less so, but Eutaxia I think would definitely know, especially being from a Southern Empire kid. Rizana Heights is a relatively new city amongst the Empire. All the buildings you see around you are probably maybe 10-15 years old at most. With the now that trying to get, there's a spatial orientation challenge to this that I didn't quite anticipate yet. So you guys traveled into town from Thunderbolt Winery to the south. So you guys traveled north into town, if that makes sense. North further still, far outside of town, but still in view now as the sunlight is starting to fill the sky properly and chase out any errant purples of night. You see the squat, wide tower of the Infinium, black marble, maybe going up 300-400 feet into the air. Even at this distance, it's a daunting monolith on the horizon that you all know to be the seat of arcane higher knowledge in well, maybe all of Abhaile. But with a 19 on your perception check, Tam, as Elowynn and Eutaxia kind of check the vibe of town, finding it pleasant and full of vibrancy, even at this early morning. Tam, I think you noticed something a little off. The door to that safe house, maybe 40, 50 feet in front of you. The doorknob that you were originally instructed to look for is out of sight because the door is slightly ajar.
Oh.
Oh no.
Am I the only one who's picked up on this?
As of right now, yes.
Okay. It looks like someone may have discovered our safe house.
Oh no.
Okay.
Can go in and take a look around.
I mean, probably if we're being careful, but yeah.
See if Tila's still there.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah, it's probably nothing. Let's just double check to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
okay. Well, let's just have our, weapons ready in case.
Yes.
You guys want to make me a stealth check as you approach that front door?
Yeah. 1 second.
Ooh, 25.
Yeah, that just so doesn't track coming from Elowynn, who's just loud and bright and full of vibrancy herself, but I love it.
I think
but it's fine, because her maybe love interest, we're not sure, got a 5. So
I think in this moment, Elowynn is worried, and so a lot of that brightness kind of leaves her face for a moment, but then she immediately puts it back up as to kind of keep up the image of her being okay.
We're good, guys. We're good. We're good. We're good. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. As you make your way towards the door, Tam leading the way, Elowynn following with Eutaxia behind, there's not a disturbance around the residence. People are making their way to and from, and this gives you guys a little bit of confidence as you press your way inside, slipping past the door, leaving it partially ajar as you enter. Looking around the place, does everybody want to make me an investigation check?
I mean, I could try. I mean, I'm used to looking for things that are
God,
out of order.
21.
21.
17.
Nice.
That's gonna be a natural 20 for a total of 21.
See, that's why we roll these things, even if we're not great at them. Awesome.
Every now and then, the
Yeah,
dice are in.
exactly. You guys make your way inside and find... Well, there wasn't much to the safe house beforehand. It was sparsely decorated and adorned with simple furniture. As you guys make your way inside the front hallway there, it is... The house has been torn apart. It looks like it's been some time, probably just by the fact that people are passing by without any question outside. But drawers are torn open, chairs tossed. There was some mattress padding on one of the benches that's been slit and gone through the stuffing. This place has been torn apart, but as you guys make your careful little circuit of the residence, making your way upstairs and checking the bedrooms. No sign of Tila. No sign of any struggle either, necessarily. If anybody would like to, you're more than welcome to make a survival check to see if you can determine what specifically might have went on.
Yeah.
Roll goddamn 20.
Nice. I got a nat 1 for a total of 2.
Hell yeah.
I got an 8 for a total of 11.
Oh yeah. Elowynn, in this moment, as Tam and Eutaxia are examining the state of disrepair and undress that residence has kind of undergone, you start to see telltale signs of armored footprints scuffing floors. You see a piece of a door frame that looks like it might have gotten chipped as a armored shoulder pad went past it. As you kind of look around and examine it, looks like 4 or 5 armored guards of some type turned this place over sometime pretty shortly after you all left for the winery. But it does seem to be safe for the moment.
Can just seeing this like state of disrepair, can I tell how recent this was?
Yes. Roll me a unless you have carpenter tools, roll me an I think just an investigation for this.
Okay.
I share the information with everyone else. I think in this moment Elowynn is kind of freaking out because I think the reason why she got the nat 20 there is because she remembers being in a similar situation before, of coming home and seeing everything ransacked or like taken down because they're like being a political enemy, and so she's just like looking for any signs of Tila, and she's like, okay, she's not here. She's not dead, so it's fine.
I got an 8 on that investigation.
Yeah. It's judging by it's recent, but you haven't seen any soldiers walking around town when you guys have made your way from the ale house to the safe house, and you guys haven't really noticed any soldiers walking around town when you were making your way towards the ale house from the outskirts of town. So it's definitely been a while. But not exactly sure.
Okay. Elowynn, it's gonna be fine. I think we just need to take a deep breath.
Okay. Yeah. It's all gonna be fine. She's not here. Her body's not here.
I can try to get a hold of her if you'd like.
Do we have a way to get a hold of her?
Yes, I have the sending spell.
Perfect.
Okay. Alright. I just need a few seconds of quiet. And she'll kind of just rub her hands and just like do like the usual similar to how like Catholics do the little cross. Yeah. She'll do what is like customary to the Church of Eloria in cast sending.
Hell yeah. God, I hate how quickly that just comes right back to me though. It's like you say the Catholic thing and I'm like, oh yeah, the thing that we always do. It just
Your dad's side of the family's Catholic, so despite not being raised Catholic, I know it as well.
That's what we call indoctrination.
I once got in trouble for doing it backwards because I used to go.
Oh, left, right. Yeah, you don't want to do.
Proper way.
It's
I never remember.
Father, Son, Holy Spirit. If you do it, Holy Spirit, that's wrong.
You're inviting the devil.
Yep.
And then a gun.
But yes, I will cast sending towards Tila.
Well, we send them.
I
will
Tila,
be nice and do the.
thank you so much. My brain doesn't math good.
What is this?
You'll see.
Okay. So she says,
Oh.
Tila, we've returned with scales. Are you all right? We've been compromised. And how many more do I have left?
Oh, you've got 9.
9. Okay.
Definitely ask where she is.
Okay.
Where are you? Are you okay? Maybe.
Yeah. I already asked. Are you all right? So where are you? So we may converse. And then there's so there's 3 left. Okay. You know what? She's not someone who likes to use all of the words.
Very valid.
She's done.
Okay, cool. You get a response back immediately that says, "Oh, fuck. Okay. Can you all make it out the east gate? There is a large tree about 300 feet past the gate. Meet me there."
Okay. So she's fine. I got an immediate response back. She says there's a tree at the east gate that's about like 300 feet from the safe house.
Well, from the east
we can
gate,
make
sorry.
it 300 feet from the east gate. And I think if we make it there, she can, I guess, do some tree stuff so that we can like get to her.
I would appreciate free stuff. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds.
As you guys are making your way back out into the street, make me a group stealth check.
Okay. I was hoping I wasn't gonna have to do another sending. I was like, fuck.
22.
10.
Nat 20 for a total of 32.
Holy cow. Making up for that nat 1 on that previous turn for sure.
Yep.
That is well enough to get you guys averaged and out of town. As you guys make your way out, it's probably close to 6:37 in the morning here. It's pretty early still, so there's quite a few people making their way towards inns and ale houses around town. And you see a few kids scurrying towards the edges of town, specifically towards the north gate and towards the east gate, where you're all heading. Actually, in step with you guys, maybe walking a little bit faster, you see a group of youngsters that are maybe in their late teens, a mix of a couple looks like elven lineage and one tiefling. They have long dark robes pulled up around their shoulders, and you can see little bits of color coming out. There's one that has a light cyan color coming out from underneath their hood, and then there's two more that have a light, almost a red, but likely some type of a pink, which Elowynn, in this moment, will you make me a charisma check? Great charisma.
Wow, not so I don't add persuasion onto it.
No.
Damn it.
21.
21, hell yeah. Easily recognize the colors are unfamiliar to you, but you can recognize that one of them is carrying a harp under one arm, and another one has got a flute or some type of wind instrument case tucked under an arm. Looks like bards heading towards the Bard Institute at the on the outskirts. But also, as you guys make it your way towards the edge of town, it's actually a pretty thick woodland out here on the east side of Rizan Heights. I think Tam is probably leading the way with that killer stealth check. Will you make me a survival check, Tam, just to see if we can locate the specific tree?
Can't.
Nope. Oh yeah. Okay. As you guys make your way on for 5 or 6 minutes or so, I think Eutaxia and Elowynn start to get this feeling that maybe it might behoove them to look around a little bit as well. You guys would like to make a survival check, you guys are more than welcome.
Yeah.
I need help.
I'm gonna put a guidance on top of that.
Hell yeah.
That's a 5.
Okay.
We all just get lost in the fucking woods.
Well, hold on. Yeah, that's a 9.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right, let
We're
me
gonna be
roll.
wandering around for a second, like.
Let me roll a. Okay, that was something at least. Probably another 2 or 3 minutes of walking around the. Like, you guys are walking down a path. You're not being too obvious or like shady or anything. Eutaxia, after a couple minutes, you're going to get a message in the back of your head from Tila that says, you guys just walked right the fuck past me. Over your shoulder to your left.
And I will do exactly that. And just make it look like I was the one who found her first.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You guys approach this slightly larger than the trees around it. Only perceptibly larger than the trees around it. Tila, well, not Tila, but a large moth falls off of a branch and morphs into a tall island girl. Okay, holy shit. Is everybody okay?
Yeah,
We're fine. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yes, they kind of came for the safe house right pretty much 10-15 minutes after you all left. I was already incognito. I was able to slip out the door as they came in. People don't pay any attention to cats. It's terrifying. They just let me walk right out the door. In any event, it was a success.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay. This is where our paths will diverge. Not quite diverge, though. I'll be accompanying you just a little ways more, but I don't believe I will be returning to Aenstria at this moment. I have obligations elsewhere. All right, friends. You've all been to. You're all familiar with Aenstria, for the most part. I know.
Yes.
Elowynn, is that correct? I know you're not necessarily from here.
I did. I mean, I've heard of it before. No, never really.
Quite all right.
I mean, I grew up in the southern part of the Empire as a child.
So no worries. I think between Tam and you, young lady, I think you guys can probably. I will be bidding farewell, and you will be departing and arriving more or less. Well, I'm not the best with words. Why don't we talk in a more comfortable location? As she holds up a hand and unzips it as a portal appears.
Cool.
Okay. Guess she just steps on through.
Oh yeah. And Eutaxia, as you step through the portal, you are bombarded by warm, wet, salty air as seagulls call from overhead, and you hear the sound of waves lapping against the hull of a ship, and you're feeling a little uneasy. Will you roll me a dex save?
Okay.
And then Elowynn and Tam as well, a dex save, as you guys follow right behind.
Yeah.
That's going to be, in total, a 19 from Eutaxia.
You're good, Eutaxia. You're good, yeah, you're good, Elowynn. And Tam?
13.
You're good, Tam. As you guys make your way out of this tree, you find yourself on the deck of a large ship at sea. Looking behind you, the mast itself, the base of it is a large, sprawling willow tree.
Whoa.
With the mast extending high up. And the portal closes as Tila steps through it as well onto the deck of the ship. There's a bustle of activity all around you guys as you all struggle at the immediate change in stability beneath your feet, but you all quickly acclimate to the rocking of the waves. But there is a flurry of activity as a robed, broad-shouldered figure with tan skin, a large beard, bald head, and very intricate tribal tattoos all across his head and shoulders, as well as his chest, arm, and most of his back that you can see, descends the steps of the aft castle of the ship onto the main deck and approaches the group of you. You see he puts one hand on the middle of his chest and bows deeply to Tila. Stormlord, it is good to see you. The drowned sky is yours. And she gently touches the side of his face and says, "Thank you, Captain Taviri. We will likely be as little trouble as possible to you. It should be, maybe an hour? And we'll be at, yes, an hour and we will be at the quay." Perfect. We will try not to trouble you. And he turns and retreats back up to the aft castle. Okay. What's up?
It's she's gonna speak up for a second and look at Teal and be like, "It's good to see that you're alive."
Oh, trust me, it is quite good to be alive. For the time being, welcome to the Drowned Sky. This is, it's quite a wonderful little ship. And when she says little by no means. This is one of comparable in size to a Borealan galleon that you have seen, Elowynn, I'm sorry. larger in size than most Aenstrian vessels. But she's got design works and statements of both nations' ships, as well as a heavy island presence and tradition about her. And another thing that you all notice, a lot of this ship is adorned in gold. And a lot of this ship is adorned in this very shiny and beautiful, expensive-looking volcanic glass. This ship is quite opulent.
How was the ship able to get like this?
I'm sorry?
Oh, I mean, this is just a really, really fancy ship.
Yes.
I don't think I've even heard of a ship this size.
She's quite new. We finished construction on her a few months ago. Her and her sister ship. They are the first Moanwi ships that we have. Well, not the first ships that we've built. We've been building ships for thousands of years, but this is the first ship that can compete with the Borealans and the Aenstrians. And she does more than compete. She's quicker, she's lighter, better to look at, and she's got a cool name.
If I may ask.
You may.
How mast free? How do you keep it alive enough that you can use that spell? Or does it just need to be a tree or plant?
My people are curiously connected to the oceans, and we are also curiously connected to the canvas of Abhaile. So we have learned some tricks of the trade, as it were, to keep trees alive for voyages. They come in handy for a variety of things, sometimes food, sometimes for shelter, and sometimes for transportation.
Well, I do have to say, it's quite beautiful workmanship.
I'm quite impressed with it myself. I'm in awe of it every time.
But yes,
We've come so far.
Matter at hand, though. So we have the skills. I'm assuming this key that we're going to is our drop-off point.
Yes, and you would be familiar with the pearlescent key of Aenstria is kind of the it's where the poorest people live, and it's where the dock workers and the trading houses, the counting houses, the trade commissions, and all that sort of stuff. They kind of occupy the outskirts, the docks, the waterfront of Aenstria.
Well, I look forward to arriving.
Yes, so I don't know. Compartmentalization is quite important with Center, as she likes to be called, and this is kind of her rodeo. So what you will be looking for, and she reaches into her pocket and pulls out a piece of paper, is it's a shop called Bonafide's Curiosities. This is where she wants you taking the scales. The proprietor there is able to, she believes will be able to fashion them into useful charms for you all. I unfortunately have not been privied with the location of this shop, so you might have to poke around for it a little bit if you're not familiar.
We're nothing if not spatially aware. So.
I'm not. Well, I'm glad someone is, because I get lost traveling the same trek from my house to the town quite often.
Well, when you exist in the church that I do, you kind of have to be, because there's a lot of people going different places.
You're not mistaken. There's more people in this city than there are in my entire island, and it's uncomfortable.
Yes. Well, we appreciate you, acquiring this transportation for us. Or at least I do. I shouldn't speak for the group.
It's quite simply put, it's the easiest way into the city right now. I don't know if you're aware. There is, there's been quite the regulation on teleportation around the Empire as of late. I assume that the means at which you all found my safe house in the Heights likely was the reason. It was either the reason or the method for which they were able to track and follow you all, I believe.
Yeah, because none of us used a spell, per se. We used an arcane device.
Yes, one that was pilfered from a Porter's Union hall in Boreala, I believe. And I believe they quickly discovered it was missing, and they apparently have means of tracking these things. You all don't still have it, do you?
I don't. Elowynn was the last to touch it.
What was it?
The teleportation device that we used to get to Rizon Heights.
Oh gosh, yeah. I don't know where that is.
I think Elowynn
by the way, well,
did
you
have it
are
above table, yeah. She looks right at you.
You might be.
Yeah, well, you're muted.
Oh. That's why.
Oh, that's why. I don't... Does Elowynn still have it on her?
I do believe so.
You were the last to operate it, I think.
Can I throw that into the ocean?
Absolutely. Do you want to do it on the down low? You can roll me sleight of hand if you want.
For some reason, in my mind, when it was used, it just crumbled into dust for some reason.
Valid. Not what happened, but valid.
I got 23 to just, pull it out and quickly just knock it overboard.
Yeah, you slip it behind your back, you walk, you back way up to the railing, and just, do one of those things where you drop it and then stomp really loud at the same time, hoping to alleviate the, but there's so much noise going on the ship right now with people running to and from as they're getting close to making landfall. No worries at all. And Tila continues. That is quite good. I do believe that only are able to track it when it's activated, so we're likely safe, and that's likely why they were directed towards the safe house and no further.
Okay.
If I had to guess.
Okay, so no... Oh, shoot. Oh, wait, that means I can't use my favorite spell. It's okay.
Well, you have a favorite spell? I mean, you can use it if you want.
Oh, no. It's a teleportation spell, and considering the fact they're tracking teleportation magic... it's fine.
Well, as we do have a little bit of time this morning, and you all find yourself up against a particular foe, and while our friend might be able to make some charms for you to protect you from the worst of their magic, I'm still a little... have any of you any experience, legitimate experience fighting a spellcaster like this?
I mean, I've gotten into disagreements with a few before.
This is.
I did kill my King's Court mage, but if I had to place him on a level from 1 to 20, I'd put him at a 4.
Yeah,
Okay, he hadn't even learned Fireball yet. That's the basic spell.
It's pretty basic.
What's interesting is since having this crown, I've acquired the ability to counter magic.
Oh, fine. Hold on. Wait, can I shoot you with a spell and see if you can counter it?
I mean, I don't know if it's a limited use thing.
Oh, okay. I won't vicious mock then.
I mean, it's not a bad idea though, because sometimes interesting. So let me. I think I can possibly help you with something. She walks up to you, Tam, and she says, "You're a quiet one. You look like you mean business, though. You're pretty good with a weapon."
I like to think I am.
Fantastic. Can I see what you have?
Sure. Sam will hand her blade.
Oh, yeah. She'll flip it into the air and catch it. Let's look at it.
I'll warn you, it's extremely sharp.
I can tell it's quite a lovely piece. And she will flip the blade and hand it to you. Okay. Perhaps when you've been trained and drilled previously, you know that when... and she kind of squares up to you, Kim, a little bit.
Okay.
You will know from your drills likely that when I take a step back and she takes a step back, you can... And she grabs your wrist and pulls it forward towards her belly with the blade in it and says, "You can take an opportunity to maybe attack me if I take a step back." Sometimes a spellcaster will give you an opportunity to do just the same thing. What I would like you to do, I am going to cast a spell. There is a brief moment where all of my concentration turns to the casting of the spell. In that moment, attack me.
Okay.
And she extends her arm out to her side, and a bolt of lightning coalesces and forms into a sword blade at her side. What do you do?
When we'll message Eutaxia and say, "This is hard."
She'll say back over the message, "Oh, extremely."
Oh, yeah. So in this moment, I'm giving you an opportunity to reaction attack.
Yeah. Tam will be watching for when she's really concentrating and take her strike then.
Hell yeah. So for free, make me a perception check.
28.
28 is fantastic.
Almost 20.
Roll
Almost
an attack to hit.
Oh. Okay, it's just telling me what I'm clicking on. It's not actually going.
Sometimes if you right click on it, it will make it behave. You can tell it to it does that to me sometimes.
Right, there we go.
Beyond. I don't like it, but it sure does it.
Yeah. I also learned a year ago that you can a left click on the little box and it'll you get a little menu.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty cool. And you can choose advantage or disadvantage on it.
That's what I have to do a lot because sometimes my thing just won't let me click on it.
Okay.
She rolled a 23.
23, hell yeah. And as you, as her arc bolt forms in her hands, you go in with your dagger, and she drops the blade and catches your wrist and drops your. Quite good. Quite good indeed for your first try. Okay. Now, you've got armor on. She points at you, Eutaxia. Would you like to give it a try?
I mean, I won't say no. We have a little bit of downtime.
Quite useful. And same thing as well. She is going to overhand her hand over her head, and her bolt of lightning will materialize. Roll me a perception check.
Perception check. Baby girl gets us +7 to this. 19.
Oh yeah. Very, very good. Roll me an attack to hit.
Okay. She quickly summons like her lunar quarters. Actually, no, she pulled out a dagger that she has, and goes to hit her.
Oh yeah.
With a 16.
I don't have her stats pulled up, but Tila lets it hit, or would hit, but she again catches your arm and stops it. Okay, quite good. Elowynn, just one left. I think you should give it a shot as well, no?
Yeah.
And she will, once again, she whips her hand up and brings it down as a blade forms. Roll me a perception check. I'll let you roll it with advantage as you've watched Tam and Eutaxia both do this now.
19, 23.
23 is good enough. Roll to hit.
9 with her horns.
She catches and guides you towards her. It says, almost. You almost got the... but sometimes we miss. This happens sometimes. But you got the reaction down quite well. Which is pretty much what we needed out of it. And so, the three of you guys can... and if we need to do this on break, that's totally fine. But on D&D Beyond, you guys can add the Mage Slayer feat.
Sweet.
Awesome. Question.
Yes, ma'am.
For my DM. Does Mage Slayer have to be a melee weapon?
It does. Interesting question. I like it that you're asking interesting question. People often think that yes, it does have to be a melee attack, but Mage Slayer actually works beautifully if you have Warcaster.
Which I do.
And Mage Slayer also stacks with Sentinel, which is dirty. So if you Mage Slayer reaction somebody, you are Sentinel reactioning somebody, and their speed goes to 0. It's really cool. I love reactions. They're awesome. Hell yeah. So you guys can continue to drill and train a little bit as you guys cement this skill into your minds, while the drowned sky makes its way into the busy port of Aenstrian. Here you see dozens of ships in various shapes and sizes. There are Aenstrian barges that are used for carrying supplies and goods closer to shore. There are a few Aenstrian transport ships. There is even a Borealan galley here in the harbor docked, loading cargo. And a varying assortment of small Moanwi canoes with the outriggers built on them. They are small, but my god, they can travel large distances across the ocean. It's pretty darned impressive. And then he realized that, like, Polynesians, inhabited Madagascar, across the entire Indian Ocean on freaking rafts, basically. That's...
It's kind of impressive. It's kind of really, really impressive.
It's borderline, I think it might have been a capitalized on accident. Like Ant-Man's cosmic fluke, 1 in a million, making it there and back again. I think making it there and back again was a cosmic fluke for Madagascar.
Yeah, like the drowned sky was like already in motion, so it's fine.
Yeah. But you guys make your way, and after about an hour and a half's time, the ship is being pulled into dock alongside one of the long, wide gangplanks of the Aenstrian Quay. Back behind you guys at this point now is the massive breakwater wall that guards the harbor. So at this point, all around you is just massive ivory stone walls, marble and gold. And the moon drop off to the east is kind of an eerie sight, as there's no activity on it save for a small cottage at the very apex of the island. You don't see anyone moving to or fro on the island. Such a quiet place for the location and epicenter of all of this unrest. But as you all make your way into the docks, Tila will follow you to the gangplank that is extended down. So my friends, I believe this is where our paths will finally fully diverge. I will be I'm going to spend the night on the ship here, and in the morning time I'm going to return to my island and to my people. But I wish you all the very best of luck in what is to come.
Thank you, and you as well, Akin. Thank you so much for your hospitality during this time.
It is the very least I can do. Not too long ago, I was robbed of my agency entirely. My mind was not my own. My actions were not my own. I know what it is like to have an oppressive force overbearing and weighing down on you.
And when that oppressive force weighs down on you, all you have to do is tip the scales.
Well, sometimes in my situation, I was not able to, but thankfully some wonderful friends were able to pull me out of that. If I could be a wonderful friend to my friends in Aenstria, then I will do just that. Because no one deserves to have agency ripped away from them.
No. She will actually do something a little bit nice.
Fireball.
For Tila. And she will, if she ever needs it, she will be like, actually, Tila, before you go, do you mind if I just do a quick little thing? And it'll take like maybe 2 seconds.
Well, if it's just maybe 2 seconds, then go ahead.
And she almost like pulls at Tila's aura for a second, and then twists it, and almost it turns into and like the energy that would come from it just coalesces in front of her, and it forms into a shield, and she presses it to Tila's chest. She has had resistance casted on her.
Oh. Well. Thank you. That'll make what comes next quite interesting. She pulls a bottle of clear liquid out of her pocket and pulls the cork off of it. On the label of it, you see a very familiar tree that was stamped on the barrels in the winery that you just recently robbed. She cracks the cork on it and takes a long drink, pulls it from her lips, and she's, God damn, no burn at all. You make it out the other side of these next few days. Come find me. I want to learn that spell from you.
Absolutely.
She gives you all a light bow and turns around and says, Tavern, come here. I want a drinking contest. And she starts just walking up the stairs.
Tam will also say her thanks for her hospitality.
Thank you so much. That's right. Until we meet again.
She salutes you by raising her bottle as she walks up the stairs. You're good. So, as you guys disembark from the drowned sky here in the pearlescent key of Aenstrian, it is, I gotta do some mental math, probably like 9 o'clock in the morning here now. If it was close to 7 o'clock when you guys left Razan Heights, it's probably 9 o'clock here. Sun's up, it's bright, it's warm, but there is a cool air coming off of the ocean, just enough to, like a moist, cool air to keep it pleasant. But it's a warm day here, probably high 70s and humid. As you make your way past stevedores and dock workers that are hustling down towards the drowned sky itself, as you see massive swing arms extend over the side of the ship as she begins to make preparations for unloading cargo. It seems that you guys just kind of caught a ride as a convenience more than anything. But as you guys make your way, everybody roll me a perception check.
Sweet.
Perception. That's a 25 from Eutaxia.
25 from Eutaxia.
It's a 19.
19? God damn, and those 19.
Is Tam's favorite number
18.
19?
No, it's because everything, if I roll beneath the 10, it automatically bumps up to a 10, and then I have a +9.
Yeah.
18.
It's a fun headcanon, though, that Tam's favorite number is 19.
I like 19. 18 from Elowynn as well. Just a flurry of activity. You can see on either sides of this massive dock complex, there are humongous buildings, squat, large, 3 or 4 story tall buildings, with very Roman architecture that looks extremely out of place amongst the flowing lines. And I like to think Aenstrian kind of has the look and feel of kind of a mix between like a Middle Eastern city and like an Eastern Orthodox kind of vibe with lots of swooping curves and stuff like that. And you make your way past, and one of these buildings you can tell is the windows are boarded up in it, and you can see soot marks on the outsides of the windows and spots where the roof has caved in. And you're immediately taken back to those months, 3-4 months ago, when the Truth Seekers started to set fires here in the Keep, when they moved their protests and riots to the mainland from Perigee Point, where everything started. But as you all make your way, those fantastic perception checks all around, you all spot a handful of the Emerald Guard stationed at a few key intersections, looking tired and bored, but at attention, keeping watch. Can everyone roll me a history check at this?
No.
No, I refuse.
Very valid.
That's an 18.
18.
A 19 from Eutaxia.
Oh yeah.
That'll be a 13.
13 for Tane. Heck yeah. I really like this. I think Tam probably is forgotten. But Elowynn, I think you Elowynn and Eutaxia definitely, with your roles and with your immediate history, I think it's fresh in your mind, especially Eutaxia. When you would do when you would go down to the street level in the glades to do the weekly soup kitchen duties for some of the less fortunate, you had regulars that you recognized day after day, and then all of a sudden one of them wouldn't be there. One of them wouldn't be there. Maybe a few days later they come back, but they're not the same. Those rumors of powerful enchanters and mages that hide in crowds and read thoughts, looking for dissenters, kind of has you all on edge as you make your way towards the down the pier towards solid ground.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she remembers like having to like guard her own thoughts, especially around people of guard, like of a guard station, and so like she's just mentally practicing those same skills in her head as she walks.
Gotcha. And then one final thing I will ask everyone. We'll start with Tam. This is going to be less of a mechanical question and just more of a, hey, what do you think question. This is where I think this is probably, if not the district, but close. I feel like Tam's probably spent some time here over her life, especially back in simpler times. Down here on the key, do you think Tam was much of a woman about town? Do you think she was in the know about like where the good shops were? Do you think that was her type of vibe, or do you think
she would definitely know where some of the better shops are?
Gotcha. And then Eutaxia, we're definitely on a different side of town than where your stomping grounds were in the Even Hall over on the Glades. Definitely dominates the eastern side of town, whereas the key dominates the western side of town. And it is a large town, and you're relatively new to it, but do you think you've gotten over this way any?
I mean, I imagine I've been sent as like a sort of like under the cover, like an undercover like clerical work, like maybe not so much like recruiting people to the church, but more like community outreach, but like on the low key.
I gotcha. And, well, the low key, huh? And yes. That's a little bit of naval humor, but also importantly, the west side of town is where I think every, I assume every cleric of Aurelia, as well as pretty much probably every citizen of Aenstria at some point, makes a pilgrimage to the down the Great Barrier breakwall that protects the harbor of Aenstria to gaze upon the moondrop at sunrise.
Oh yeah, it's one of the first things you do as one of her clerics.
Yeah, it's there's just something about seeing the sight of that half egg-shaped island come alight at sunrise. Just leaves a football blur of purple light in your eyes for hours afterwards. It's pretty special. Difficult to walk back, but pretty special. But because it's kind of like staring into a laser pointer a little bit.
I would like to think that like after so long, like this woman loves systems. Okay, she does. So she's probably like developed a system for like, okay, we're gonna guide the initiates back to where they're supposed to go afterwards, so that like we have a buddy system going on.
Yeah, exactly. It's a pain in the ass if you fall off the thing, and then we gotta go down there. You have to get a boat and get out there and heal you, and that takes spell slots, and that's annoying. But a really complicated way of me fishing around for this. So, Eutaxia, will you roll me a straight history check, and Tam, will you roll me one with advantage?
Straight history. Okay.
And Elowynn, do you want to roll me a perception check?
Oh shit, me and Tam got the same number.
Hell yeah.
18?
Yeah.
Woot.
Woot woot. Woot indeed. Holy shit. I don't know if Foundry was glitching or something, but I just got, my screen just got like, you know the gif of the girl that gets hot dogs bombard her face?
Oh yeah, I just flipped over to the screen and it did the same thing.
Yeah, it was just all of Cat's dice just got me in the face and mouth. That is fantastic though, with an 18. And what did you, Elowynn, get on her perception?
Elowynn or Eutaxia?
Elowynn. Is Elowynn muted?
Elowynn?
Well,
doesn't
did you
show.
go to sleep on us again?
Well,
Oh no. Well, Elowynn died.
Oh no.
Stand by 10 seconds. This is gonna be funny. We have the technology. We have the power.
I was almost like, Will, we need proof of life.
We can get proof of life. Give me 1 second. Where is she at? There she is. Yes. Yes.
Now I'm just thinking about like how complicated it was, like implementing that buddy system thing for the initiates for the church. Because if anyone deviated from it, she'd be like, "Guys, I put this system in place for a reason."
Lord. I just clicked on Kat's pictures that she sent me. It's just sent in Quiet Voices chat.
What did I send?
Oh no, Will sent
Oh,
them.
Will sent those. Man, he tagged you. He tagged
those
you.
Yeah. Because it's from that movie.
Yeah. I just messaged RJ. We'll see what happens.
He's
Just be like, I was like, hey, you dead or asleep? One of them is.
yeah. Are they dead?
Probably not.
Shall see, but we can continue with you guys, and I will get Elowynn's perception check if she is alive. With 18s on the history check, I think. Gonna probably let me do a D100 roll to see what this looks like, and also make sure I'm on that so that we're not frozen. Wow, 23. So not very long at all of poking around. Probably a fair bit of grabbing Elowynn by the scruff of the neck and grabbing her and keeping her from looking at something shiny inside of a shop front that's unrelated and not helpful in the situation.
Yeah. She's like, darling, we have to go this way.
Yeah,
I know that's shiny. We have to go.
As with Tam's history in the key, and with Eutaxia's ear for listening in on rumors and local gossip, it takes you guys about 20 minutes, but you guys find your way to a section of street that has row homes just one against another, all up this little curvy street right along the waterfront, in a section that doesn't have ships immediately out front of it. You guys are a little bit towards the south end of the key right now. As you find one front door to one residence has a tiny little sign in front of the window that says Bonafides Curiosities. And then below it says in smaller letters, Pearlescent Key, Aenstria. And then in smaller letters, even smaller letters still that are barely perceptible, you see not the Rodeo Arms Company, go away. And yes.
Wait, what did the very bottom say?
Not the Rodeo Arms Company, go away.
Okay.
I guess the proprietor that gets a lot of their mail or something.
Something. But yes, you do. You guys make your way here, and you do remember this as being where Tila had directed you all.
Okay. Temp, you still have the bag on you, correct?
Yes. Of
Okay,
course.
cool. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure.
No, I left that somewhere.
Crap.
No, I left that on the boat.
No, I dropped it before we got through the tree. That would be
my.
I dropped it halfway through the tree.
Oh no,
And
it's
now we're just
in a
lost
dimension
in
somewhere.
druidic ether space.
Just,
No one's ever gonna find it.
somebody's gonna open up a fucking ear of corn someday, and a fucking portable hole's gonna pop out.
Yeah.
Full of dragon scales.
The corn of holding.
Corn of holding, oh my god.
When did I have corn? Anyway.
Lord. Austin Powers, he's the man. But yeah, the shop appears to be closed, maybe. It's hard to tell. There's dim light coming from the window inside, but the windows are all drawn and closed. Shelby?
Oh, no. Nice firm knock.
Gotcha. There is a pause. And then you hear an old voice just say, "Oh, 1 second, and then chunk. Click, clack, clickety clack, rattle of chain falling down, another lock being thrown, a third lock being thrown, something that sounds very mechanical and heavy turning with a thud at the end, and then finally the door opens. And standing there is a bespectacled older man, Elowynn. And when I say old, I mean possibly as old an elf as any of you have ever seen. Clean shaven though, with long, kind of wild and wiry white hair. Can I help you, loves?
Yes. I don't know if you remember, but we were here to drop off a proprietary item or items.
Oh. Are you lot with, shit, I can't remember what her code name was. He kind of like thinks for a second. Are you lot with, Adelaide?
We're with Abhaile and Tila.
Okay, come on in.
Yes.
Shit, she's gonna strike my hide for saying her name out loud in public. You lot never heard me say that, right?
No.
Good. Good.
Even if I have to, I will modify memory on myself just to be safe.
I don't think that'll be necessary, but I like the initiative. Oh, well, I'm quite rude of myself. My name's Barnabas Smythe. Welcome to my home. So, I brought something for me, haven't you?
Yes. It's a package of utmost importance.
And Tam will pull out the portable hole and show him.
I don't know that there's going to be enough space up here to get us sorted out, but if you join me down in my workshop, there's plenty of room down there. We can get your hole spread above. Because it does take a little 10 feet of open space to get her all unfurled.
You have to unroll the whole thing?
Yeah, otherwise it's just a big old black tablecloth.
Which is cute in its own right. But
it's super handy because for two reasons. So if someone finds it that shouldn't and is inspecting it, they might not know that you have to fully unfurl it. So it could just be a bunch of black cloth to them. And if you're ever in a situation where you quickly need to seal it up, all you have to do is lift up one corner, and it is no longer a hole. He leads you down into a well-lit but small workspace. There are benches against both walls and large, when I say benches, I mean workbenches, not necessarily for sitting. And then there is a wall of bookshelves along one side. And you see a wide array of little gizmos and gadgets on the desk, as well as devices for clamping and holding things, and intricate tools, as well as lenses for magnification. There are and then just a handful of little gizmos, gadgets, doodads, and doohickeys. Some of them are made out of metal. Some of them are made out of looks like a dark, muddy quartz. There are some of them that are scrolls. It's just a wide range of things. And he moves a couple stools out of the way. He says, right, well, I think there should be enough room for you to get access to your thing. I'll get out of your way. And he kind of backs up against the bookshelves.
Yeah. The second that Tam would like unfurl it, she'll like gently, with like using as like much strength as she can, like pulls out the bag of scales that we have.
Oh yeah. And as the hole is closed up again, so that there's no longer a 10-foot pit at his workshop, he'll take a look at him. And he'll open the bag and pull out a scale and take a look at it. And probably your all's first time getting a really good look at these scales in the proper lighting up close.
Because we're like, we have to skim as much off the top without being noticeable, and then.
And these things are quite intriguing. I'm trying to find a really good size comparison, but I'm running short on. But probably no bigger than this.
Yeah.
Each very small. You've got 10 pounds of them. That is a significant amount of these scales, actually.
Tam will just have one in her hand, kind of flipping it over and looking at it.
She'll...
Very curious.
Yeah.
She's never really seen dragon scales up close.
Hey, roll me a nature check. You can both do that if you want.
Nature. Nature. That's a 10.
5.
5 out of 10. Awesome. Hard to tell much about it by looking at it, but they are quite intriguing as you examine it. It's mostly solid in your hand, Pam, as you flip it over, and it doesn't clink or make noise or anything. But as you kind of examine it, it's very rough, with almost jagged, sharp hooks to it, and it looks kind of like elephant skin or like lizard scales, where it looks like it's a single scale, but it looks like it's subdivided into smaller scales as well, that overlap each other like chainmail or scales. But it's in
scales all the way down.
Scales. It's crazy. It's scales within scales within scales within scales.
Yeah. I imagine those miniature scales are to like, hold the lightning.
It's just endlessly complicated and intricate and
fractals.
Very, very reminiscent of fractals, and it's just very interesting that came from living, breathing creature. Bodies are freaking weird. But he'll takes a look at him and he says, "So I reckon I can. Shouldn't take me too long. I can get you lot prepared and serviceable. Shouldn't take too long at all. We have quite a bit here, though. We have some options in front of us. Give me just 1 second." And he reaches down and picks up a just a simple blue stone, about this size. Picks it up and holds it in his hand. And he says, it's Barney. Your friends have arrived. They're down in my workshop. And as soon as he says the word workshop, Tam, will you make me a wisdom saving throw?
Yes. Tam, wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, 13. Yeah, it's always my favorite fun little thing, is the delay between when I ask Kat for a roll and when it finally comes through Foundry.
It's because, like, I wasn't coming up on D&D Beyond yet, and so I was like, where is it? Send help! Where is it?
It's a coming. 13's perfectly adequate as you immediately feel the presence of very far distant eyes on you. And then you just see Barney nods his head, and there is a flash of silver light, and Adelie is standing there. So very good to see you all. I was honestly not entirely sure if I would ever see you all again.
Well, you gave very good instructions. So.
Correct. I not to say that I don't have faith in you, but what we are doing is insane. It's insane.
Yes.
It's a miracle that we have not been found out or caught. So it's borderline hilarious, honestly. Barney says, "What? It's going to get funnier, love. We just figured there was going to be a handful of scales, but..." And he takes this bag and dumps it. And they clatter out onto the ground. He's just silent for a moment.
You could probably outfit a small militia with that many.
Or a large one. This is fantastic. I don't know.
Yes.
She looks quite sad. I think a good number of your friends at the Even Hall have gone missing, and the building stands unoccupied for the last 12 or so hours.
Do we have an accurate head count yet?
I do not, and unfortunately, the best I am able to ascertain from my limited position within the government is that their operation there to recover the crown from the archives did not go well.
No.
This was obviously something that we carefully orchestrated. But it seems that they were not happy about the results of their search, and I'm not sure if it's safe. Do you have any other contacts? It's horrible what's happened, or what may have happened. We don't know, but Will's here. I just heard him say a word.
Yes, I just heard Will.
Sorry, I completely disassociated for a second.
Yeah, it was a while.
I'm just glad you're okay, buddy.
Hold on.
Let me briefly catch you up on what you missed. If you missed some stuff.
Yes. So sorry.
Oh, you're good. So we made it to we've made it to Bonafide Curiosities, Barnabas Smythe's shop here in Austria.
Okay.
He is going to be making you guys some immunity charms out of the dragon scales, and Adelie's just teleported down to join you all.
Lovely.
And they're quite impressed by the amount of scales you got. So she looks at you, Eutaxia, and says, how much contact do you have? Have you traveled to other churches outside of the Evenhall? Other temples?
I mean, once or twice. But it's not like I have stones with which we can have regular conversations. I have people that I know specifically from Evenhall. But I didn't my goddess. She doesn't really care if we enter other churches so long as we remain respectful.
Okay, no, I did not mean to freak you out with the question.
No, it's fine.
Why I ask is oh god. The provost of the the provost of the Windward Temple is a man named Merrick Caledon, and he is someone that my contemporaries have not seen eye to eye with in the past. He is and real quick, roll me a history check, Eutaxia.
Sure. I probably should have asked to roll that previously, but that's fine.
Hey, sometimes people want to flail, and I will let them flail.
That's an 18 on a history.
18 on a history check. All right. That is very good. Merrick Caledon is a name that you have indeed heard. Merrick Caledon is the leader of the Light Song Order, which is the Will, something terrifying is happening to your camera or your microphone.
Yeah.
Oh.
It is it's like it's
yeah, it's just really overwhelming static.
It's like it's moving or something, or it's right on the corner of your mouth or something.
Oh, let me move something to see if that will fix it.
Okay.
You're good. It wasn't doing it earlier, so it's just a goofy thing.
Gotcha.
But yeah, Eutaxia, you would recognize he is the leader of the Light Song Order, which is the, for lack of a better word, the Aruvian Church's Paladin Corps.
Oh, okay.
And she says his methods are a little bit outside of our. They're a little bit overt, for lack of a better word.
I considered joining that order, but I didn't.
They're quite effective at what they do, but they have let their distaste for the Novenarchy quite evident, and so this opens up so they have a large force. They have a surprisingly large force of fighters that are amiable to our cause. However, they will not meet with me due to my connections and whatnot with the Novenarchy. They don't trust me, which is all well and good, but what I can say is that these dragon scales offer us a potential. These offer us a means to negotiate for
in a sort of olive branch.
Well, it's a. If we can protect a large number of this army from the lightning of the Novenarchy, there is a good possibility we can arrange a negotiation or a sit down that they have no choice but to participate in on equal footing.
Any sort of defense that we have that can help us out will help us out in the long run.
It is exactly, and it is quite.
So are you asking me to make contact with his? What was his name again?
His name is Merrick Caledon. And I will type that in here so you guys have that, so that it's...
Mitch.
Sweet, thank you so much.
Proprietor again?
Barnabas something.
Barnabas Smythe. You are in.
Oh, thank you, Barney.
Thank you, Barney. Where did you put the name?
So in chat, I posted both Merrick Caledon spelling and Barney.
And then could you post Adelaide's spelling too? Because I can never remember how to spell
I
it.
sure can. Anything else you guys want? I will spell anything.
Yeah, I will. Hey, can you spell every name in this entire world? No, I'm joking.
This one's another fun one to spell.
Why am I not finding it?
So you have to click on the chat thingy in Foundry, and it'll be. Then you want to make sure you're scrolled all the way down. Oh god.
Oh.
Oh god. She went away and then she came back, and now Kat's in my spot. Now I'm back in my spot.
Sorry, I was going to click on the chat thing.
I always really enjoy it because it's like, whenever I'm editing, it's like those tiny little sections when somebody disconnects and it like throws all the cameras out of wonk. I'm always like, oh, what are the odds somebody clicked onto this video at that exact moment and they think that Kat is Jake?
The cat is Jake. Will is
very little, unfortunately.
What's that?
I think very little. That's our luck or our tone. Not our tone, our chances. Wow.
Alright, yeah, I couldn't find where you put the spellings, and so I was like, where are they?
Have you found them yet?
No.
Okay, so in Foundry.
In Foundry.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So it's so much easier for me to pull up Foundry to type into than Discord, because if I pull up Discord, then I have to navigate away from the video screen that we're on. So then that's when you see the text, the wall of Discord text appear behind all the overlay on our recordings.
Fair. Okay. Okay. Awesome. But yes, Adelaide, are you asking me to make contact and use these as like a, hey, if you're willing to talk, we'll give you some of these dragon scales?
A little bit more than that, I think. If What I'm potentially asking you is if you would be willing to to open the door, to get me into a position where I can have a dialogue with Mr. Caledon. I think he would be able to be brought around to the idea that our ideals are aligned. If he can look past my station and see the value in what I can bring, we would not only give him dragon scales, we would give him charms to protect his soldiers and access. There is still, unfortunately, another concern that we have to address, and the original concern that we had you all hunting down these charms or these dragon scales for. Elowynn, I'm sorry, I don't know that you were necessarily present, so this may sound a lot foreign to you, but him and Eutaxia, I'm sure you are familiar or aware of the Quietest Protocol.
Yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I'm not from this part of town.
It is an army of constructs that they activated 2 months ago and turned on our population to quell an uprising.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the Quietest Protocols, the models that were constructed and stored here beneath Aenstrian streets were constructed by Barnabas here, and they were all dismantled that day. And he says, "You're damn right they were. They'll never be running again, if I have anything to say about it. These new ones, they're not mine."
So they found a new tinkerer.
They have indeed. One of the chairs of the Novenarchy, and if you guys forgive me, I have to pull up my thing because I don't have it in front of me.
No, how dare you?
How dare you be unprepared as a DM? No, I'm joking.
Oh, yeah,
please don't give me a disadvantage on all of my rolls, please. Thank you.
Negative inspiration. So our one of the chairs on the Novenarchy is the chair of the High Artifabrian. And that chair is occupied right now by one of my counterparts, Reagan Lee, who is, she is quite gifted and has been able to replicate a simulacrum of Barnabas's work. And the Quietest Protocol has been reconstructed inside of...
Like a simulacrum, as in the spell simulacrum?
Oh no, not
or
quite.
Simulacrum in a representation of his work.
More like a model.
Yeah, a very similar parallel.
Gotcha.
However, sorry, I was in the wrong character. Now I've got Matt Mercer problems. Barnabas.
I was in the wrong character.
Oh my God, Barnabas will say. The problem is. She is quite a smart cookie, as one gets. I would like to be proud of her on different circumstances, but not time for that right now. The original Quietest Protocol was quite a brilliant bit of artifice and arcane. I constructed the original set of 50. As a gift from my wife at the time, bless her heart, she's long passed. I built those as a gift, and she buried them beneath the city streets to protect the city in case of outside attack. The Quietest Protocol required a tremendous amount of magical investment to activate, and it required the full effort of the entire Novenarchy. as a failsafe. Reaganly's new quiet protocol can be activated and controlled by her alone. So, and then Adley will finish. This was the original reason we had you break into the Thunderbolt Winery and steal dragon scales. We have to remove her if we are going to force a dialogue.
It's as in, like, remove her from the scales entirely?
Yes.
Or just take her off the chessboard for a moment?
To play into your metaphor, with her on the scale, no weight can balance it.
Right.
Remove her, and we can bring it into balance.
Elowynn nods and says, I've brought down corrupt leaders in the past. We can do it again.
And, I will hopefully be able to return to you shortly. What I have to do in the meantime is going to involve no small amount of risk to myself as well. I'm going to have to... it's not necessarily breaking in, but I'm going to have to enter the new tower in Isnova. I'm not really supposed to be there yet. But if I don't, there is really no chance in getting you all schematics.
Right.
And without schematics, there's really no chance of you making it to Reaganly without running afoul of the rest of the Novanarchy. And in that situation, I don't think all the charms in the world would protect you.
Yeah. Can you imagine, like, that many lightning spells to the chest? Gee, no.
Oh, well, the lightning is the least of your concern at that point. Together they have many more terrifying things than just the quietest protocol to bring to bear.
Oh, yes. On the way.
10th level magic, it's fantastic, and we had to bring it from Eloria with us. I don't understand.
We'll be able to handle it together, I believe.
Yeah. I mean, we were able to get the scales. I mean...
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I mean, hey, what can't we do together?
That is the idea. And with that spirit...
I will say, Adley, that safe house that we went to?
Yes.
That might be out of commission for a while.
That's irrelevant.
I just wanted to make sure you know where all of your up-to-date information.
I very much appreciate that. We generally don't like to retrace our steps back to old haunts, if you understand.
Right.
When we can. Sometimes it's unavoidable. But
Makes sense.
okay, so fantastic. So I think we have a couple of ideas in play. So Barney, I want you to get working on, and he's already turning around towards the bookshelf. Interestingly, he turns around to face the bookshelf and reaches up and just pulls one down, and the bookshelf slides to the side. And you see a massive workshop open before you, full of various different constructs working and assembling various different things. A lot of them seem to be crossbows, but right, so it would... You're quite correct, love. It's definitely not rodeo arms. Tired of people fucking asking. But Give me just a little bit, and I'll get these whipped up for you. And it'll take me a little bit longer, but it shouldn't. It's quite a simple process, actually. For the most part, I'm just soldering some silver and gold around a dragon scale. It does all the work for you. It's blessed material.
That's nice.
So in the meantime, while you're working on that, we need to make contact with Merrick. And then what else?
I don't quite know. So I can traveling across the Empire, back and forth quite a bit can be quite taxing on my abilities. But I think if I were to not sure. There's got to be a way. Yeah, let's do that. So, if you guys just wanna, I don't know. Hang on a second. Cool. If you guys just wanna, I don't know, maybe just hang out here for a little bit. It's just gonna take me maybe about an hour to walk across. I'm gonna walk across town and visit the Porters Union there. From the Porters Union, I can take a teleport circle directly to Isnova, and hopefully nobody gives me any trouble. I doubt they will, but hopefully nobody gives me any trouble, and I should be able to get back here with a and she flicks a minor illusion of the Thunderbolt winery schematics that she'd given you guys the other day. Something quite similar for something quite bigger. And they should let me in. I handle a lot of their transportation. They like my style. So I handle a lot of their. Well,
it's a very good style.
Well, you haven't quite seen my style, as it were, but if you ever make it to the Aether Spire someday, there's a very lovely teleportation matrix in there that's a lot of my work. It's very crystalline and beautiful, but hopefully I can get in and get that taken care of. Then I can get back here to you all, and we can take a trip to Windward. Which is exciting.
So
I've never
been
there before, so that'll be exciting.
Do I generally know my way around there? Like, enough to be like, yes, I'm someone who is regularly seen here.
Definitely, probably not. Your vestments and garb will do a good deal towards incorporating you in the society there, likely. You do not know much about Windward. It's a smaller town. It's a relatively new town. I think everyone here knows that it's a beacon on the illuminated coast. And it is the seat of, like, the Even Hall is the seat of the Eruvian Church in Aenstrian City. Windward and the Lightsong Order are the head of the Eruvian Church in Aenstrian, the Empire.
They're like headquarters.
This is home office, and there's really not many people here that are not involved with home office business.
Got it.
Yeah. So yeah, if you have any preparations that you all need to make, I suggest doing that. Barney can be quite useful in procuring anything you might need, but probably best to let him work if at all possible. We would definitely need as many of these as possible, although possibly far less if you can sell a good enough bluff. You don't really need as many, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I think if we can, I think we have a real shot at this. We can maybe actually,
yeah,
we can actually force real change here. If
That would be very nice.
If we can get stick-headed paladins on our side and get them to trust me for just a few minutes.
Just a few minutes, that's all we need.
All we need. That's all I'm asking. Well, Barney, I will see myself out. And he doesn't even... He's far enough away that there is no sound comes to answer as she retreats up the stairs.
Okay.
Last few minutes here, if anybody has anything they want to take care of before we wrap up, guys.
Let's see. I mean, the only thing that I would like to do is recover my spell slots, but I can't sleep.
Yeah. It is quite early in the morning. I will say, with Adderley stepping out to take a trek, we don't necessarily know how long it's going to take her. So if you wanted to go ahead and start taking a long rest and see where that gets us, we can roll some dice at the start of the next session and see what happens. Because who knows how long her mission will take, but
yeah, because I need to get some spell slots back, and some of my embodiment of the law back.
Need is a stretch, but I get you.
I'm a very the answer, okay?
I know. But yeah, we will, I think we will pick up from there next time here, guys, on Abhaile Untold, where we see what Quiet Voices get up to when they've had enough of this shit. So in the meantime, guys, keep telling stories. We love them and we know you do too. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Cool.